Many months ago, I had told you that Iran will be under a lot of pressure. And when Israel is about to launch an attack on Iran, Vladimir Putin will literally stand with a shield in front of Iran. And recently, we got this. First of all, Russian President Vladimir Putin held a very important meeting with Iran's President Masoud. Here, you will be able to see the visuals related to this. These were released recently. This meeting took place in Ashgabat in Central Asia, and the visuals of this meeting were broadcast all over the world, and Russia made an open stance here, in front of the world, that do not attack Iran now. They have not taken the name of Israel, but so much understanding has developed in you today that you can understand which country wants to attack Iran at this time. Obviously, Israel, then Russia, Russian officials. Here you will see Putins have sent this message. Don't you dare attack Iran. Don't attack Iran. You name it. Russia has given complete support to Tehran. Here, I would say that there is no defense pact signed between the two countries publicly. At least publicly, we don't know about it. It is not that Russia and Iran have signed any defense pact. If there is an attack on Iran tomorrow, then it will be considered that there is an attack on Russia, but an understanding has been developed at that level where both Vladimir Putin and the president of Iran together. It is said that the time has come to create a new world order with many countries of Russia, and if your question here is that those who are talking about this new world order, which countries are included in it? Does India come here? India's stance remains completely different. Neither do we completely stand with Russia, China, nor do we completely stand with Western countries. When here Putin and Iran talk about New World Order, then here. In the primer, 4 countries are being talked about: Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran. Yes, North Korea. North Korean soldiers, by the way. You will be surprised. Many North Korean soldiers have recently gone to Russia and are currently fighting on behalf of Russia in Ukraine because Russia is genuinely facing shortage of soldiers. The soldiers of Russia today are not going to go to Iran. Whoever is talking about creating this world order, most probably I will not be surprised in the future. There are 4 countries. They should also make a defense framework among themselves that an attack on any country means an attack on the other country. Obviously, the result of this is that Russia makes such an agreement with North Korea and Iran. Then, what impact will it have on India? This will also be applicable on tomorrow if China attacks India. Will India have to face these 4 countries? Well, it is still a long way off, but for now, I am telling you that this New World Order is being talked about. In this case, these 4 countries are going to come closely, and if we talk about how Russia is helping Iran, see, Russia is sending air defense system to Iran, and apart from that, there is a very important thing which Iran needs today. What is needed is fuel. You must have seen that Iran fired more than 200 missiles all over Israel. Now, when these missiles are fired, they are ballistic missiles, and they also need fuel. Even if all these missiles run on solid fuel, fuel is needed, so you do not need it. Look, today Iran has very little missile fuel, and the scientific name of this missile fuel is ammonium perchlorate, which we also call AP. Many times countries say that a country which does not have missiles has very few missiles. There is also a large quantity of AP. That country will keep raining missiles continuously because once you make missiles, but if you run out of AP, then those missiles will remain lying there and will not be able to attack anywhere, and you will not be able to launch them. Then Russia and China primer, I would say that Russia is said to be delivering AP in large quantities to Iran. Iran fills the same AP in its missiles and then continuously launches them towards Israel, although it is not having any impact, but you say, this is a huge help from Russia towards Iran and the missile fuel that Russia is sending. Seeing this, I often wonder whether Russia genuinely wants to stop a war in the Middle East because till now Russia has. The stance was that major Middle East war is real. Recently, the Deputy Foreign Minister of Russia has said that there is a danger of war in the Middle East. Russia is only trying to defend Iran so that there is no attack on Iran tomorrow. And if a major war does not start in response, then obviously a question arises that if Russia and China are secretly sending this nuclear fuel to Iran, then can we say here that Russia is only defending? You will be able to see India can be more active and convince Israel for ceasefire. According to them, India is not yet convincing Israel as per its size and power of India. PM Modi talks with Israel. PM Modi can genuinely explain to Israel that do not attack on Iran anymore, this will only harm the region. And if, by the way, here you are thinking that Iran wants to create this new order as the world order, along with Russia. China is largely a silent player in this. See, China is a silent player for now, but once Iran's oil fields start burning, China will be the first to come to Iran's defense because Iran's production is crude oil. Only China purchases in the largest quantity. Here, you will be able to see the New York Times article. China buys almost all of Iran's oil exports. Obviously, because of this, sanctions are also imposed on China, but China does not care. Even if US and Europe impose any sanctions, they are purchasing Iran's oil in huge quantities, and even if China has made a lot of strategic reserves of oil, in this case, if there is a big attack on Iran, then China will continue to get oil from its strategic reserve for many months. Kazrania. But let me tell you, you will not be surprised that if the Chinese military also comes to Iran's defense in that case, then I would say that Iran has no dearth of geopolitical options. The position has been made in such a way that Russia and China are giving complete backing to Iran. Today, give it even more. You must be feeling that Israel has many options. They do pager attacks. US is standing with them. Europe is standing with them. If you look at the reality geopolitically, Iran has the upper hand right now. See that many developments related to this topic will come. Russia has openly made its stance clear here. It stands with Tehran. If more major developments come, then I will bring an updated video later.